So the first question is, it's a multiple type answer. The first question is, what are the some steps you can have in your mind before talking the stage of public presentation? So what do you think means? We should not think all our audience are enemies. Option B, every audience is not busy on judging us. Next, we need to read our subject thoroughly. Next, we have to see that you will be good since whenever you complete your idea, you should feel that I'm good because I prepared it well. No, second question. Which of the following are typically sources of fear about delivering a public presentation? Humiliation. That means you will get humiliation from our audience, that you should not feel unfamiliarity because we are not familiar with the presentation in front of our audience. So we don't know how the audience will how to talk with the multiple people. So unfamiliarity and unforeseen circumstances. Same thing, unforeseen, we didn't much participate in public speaking in front of hundreds of people. So these things cause the sources of fear in delivering the public presentation. Next, third question. Which are the following techniques you can adapt to start and finish a presentation on strong words? So first of all, you are going to present, you need to attract the audience. So for that, you have to ask a question on the topic you are going to say. So begin with a question or quote, interesting quote that attract the audience. So anecdote. What is meant by anecdote? Anecdote is nothing but a short story or glimpse of a glimpse that we are going to give the brief intro to the topic you are going to discuss. Yeah. Next, at the end of the topic, you are going to summarize your points in a neatly manner, because when you are discussing the topic in 15 to 20 minutes, the user going to get some bullet points that he needs to get. So you have to summarize it. Next, you have to give a clear cut conclusion, so the audience can get the what's the conclusion you are going to given, what the things you have done so far. You need to conclude it with a understood manner, so that he will get the quick glance of the topics you have discussed and what the opinion you have given. Which of the following body language techniques should you keep in mind during the presentation? What the here asking during a presentation, so you have to focus while doing the presentation. What are the body language you have to focus? First, you have to be feel free to talk. So you have to facial muscles should be very like you need that should be relaxed and you have to smile. Exaggeration means it will be adding the points in a healthy manner. So whenever you are giving a speech, if audience are in a distracted manner, so you have to make some quick attracting moments, so that you can able to attract the uh, attention from the audience, fellow audience. Yeah. You have to make eye contact regularly, so it will make the audience to interact in an interactive manner. That's what you can do while you are giving a speech. You have to take care of this type of body languages. Which are the fifth question? Which are the following things must you do with your hands during a public speech? Okay. While giving a public speech, your hands should be we make appropriate hand gestures required for the topic. Your hands should be in a relaxed manner. Yeah. Which are the potential pitfall means it will make you trouble. Yeah. Pitfalls you need to be aware during the presentation. While you are giving speech, you should aware that the necessary if you are going if you are occupying the screen, then you have to be make sure that you should not occupy the content. So you should be aware of that. In digression means you have to be recall what are the things you have, that is digression in the sense getting diverted from the topic and discussing the other random things. So you have to be aware that you are going away from the topic or not, or you are saying stay with the topic. You should be aware of that. Yeah. I think error you have made previously, so if you have made any error previously, you have to rectify it, because its rectification is not bad. So I feel that it will be included, so we cannot make further errors in, right? Yeah. Identify some of the reasons why reading a book might be a better thing than doing a playing rather than playing video game. Yeah. Reading keeps our mind alive and makes you progress, of course. Yes. Reading needs our mind to interact actively with the material in front of you. While reading, definitely we read with our mouth, and it should be grasped through our mind. So definitely there's the interaction with our mind. Reading kindles your thinking and imagination, of course. Yes. While reading, we cannot able to visualize like in the video, but we can think in our in imagination. The things will be going on like this, that we can visualize ourselves. Yeah. Reading helps you gain new vocabulary, ideas and expressions, of course. Yes. We cannot get the more vocabulary, or we will not be professional by any language. First of all, if you start reading, we will read the sentence and we will get the idea about it. If in a paragraph we will stuck at any point, then we'll go to the dictionary or use online dictionary, and then we'll get to know the what's the meaning of it. So through this we can get increase our vocabulary skills. Which are the eighth question? Which are the following reading skills should you adapt when you don't have a lot of time in hand? Of course, yes. Skimming in the sense you have to look for the particular keyword in the paragraph. So so that will reflect the that will reflect the content area of the in paragraph. So skimming, you have to look if you go to if you need to find the whether you are pass or not, you are just look at the pass or fail. In that you are skimming everything. You are not going to read what marks you get in. You are not going to read the how much secured. Like if you want to know your pass or not, then your focus will be like you see that option pass or fail. That's a skimming. Previewing, when you open your book, you have to read a particular topic. First you look the topic, first you look at the chapters where the topic is present, then you have to go that particular topic and you have to start reading, because unnecessary reading takes more time, right? So skimming and previewing helps to take less time, and we can able to get our beneficial results. Ninth question: if you want a peaceful and harmonious life, what are the things you should remember about handling power? Of course, yes. Everyone wants to need a peace and harmonious life. My options are B, D, and F. Yeah, use your power as ability to do good things. Of course, yes. Whenever you have power, you should do good things to others. Ensure that power struggles do not come in human relationships. When you make a relationship with a human, you should not be dominant or in suppressive mood. In relations, we are interacting with the person with a particular relationship, not with the power we have had. So we should not have power struggles. Empower the people around you. Whatever the power you have, you should enrich and interact, and it will make the worth to the society. So of course you have to empower the people. Which of the following can be used as visual aid in public representation? Visual aid in the sense how the public able to visualize, not you. It's asking for visual aid. Visual aid the presentation, how the public can able to access. So using appropriate graphs and maps, which helps the public, which helps the audience to know, yeah, this guy is presenting this graphs, is showing the marketing maps. This guy is focusing upon the particular map, so he is targeting this place. This is where the incident has happened. It will give a better glance than just saying verbal words. Of course, these pictures also can give the good idea about the topic we are discussing. Pick the thing that you should not do before a public representation. Yeah, whenever you have failed in previous presentation, of course, I'm not willing to say that you have failed last time, but you should not remember that those kind of negative things before you are going to present your presentation. Which of the following quotes best explain for flight or fight syndrome? It's about adrenaline. My option is forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Because in forget everything and run, you are getting flight. You are in fear to avoid the situation. Face everything and rise in the situation. You are make yourself ready. Whatever the situation happen, you are going to face it, and you have to must ready for it. So this option will be right. If you are feeling very nervous just before a presentation, which of the following can you do help you focus? Yeah, of course we need to accept that everyone having nervous, and you have to tell yourself that initial few minutes will be somewhat it will be to struggle to start. After that you will get the confidence, and you have to be it will go in a flow manner. 14th question: which of the following should be avoided while delivering a public speech? While during public speech, our body language should be in a manner that it can attract the fellow audience. That as described in the lectures, a public speaker should be like a leader that the audience may feel. So putting in our hands in our pockets, in the sense it will be declare a closed body system. So the fellow audience will feel that he is not in a mood to deliver the content in a expressive manner. So we should not put your hands in our pocket. Yeah, which of the following is a must do in terms of voice quality during a public speech? Of course, every one voice is unique. You should not try to improve or imitate from other voice. So whatever the voice you have to speak in that normal pace, but you have to speak in a confident manner, so you can able to attract the audience. Whoever It's not about the voice quality. You are going to attract. You are going to attract your content, right? So what are the voice? Speak with that tone normally, but your voice delivery should be much confident. Yeah. 16th question: which of the following should you avoid as far as visual guidelines are concerned in your presentation? Keeping unnecessary designs and pictures, obviously avoid the audience and distract the audience. So definitely we should not put the unnecessary pictures and designs in our presentation. 17th question, identify the main purposes of previewing. What is meant previewing? You are going to see the contents seeing the contents before reading everything. So what it can be done, it helps you eliminate what you don't want to read and then choose the one you like to read. Of course, yes, in before if you are going to write an exam, if the syllabus is one and two units, you should not read third and fourth unit. So you are previewing what the syllabus content is, then you are making you according to it. If you know first unit and if you are then you are preparing for examination, then you start with the second unit. So you are previewing what the contents you should read, and you are eliminating the unnecessary content. Yeah. 18th question, which of the following describes skimming suitably? Yeah, skimming in the sense you are looking for the a keyword in the whole paragraph or in sentence. So reading or glancing through a book quickly to get the rough idea of the what is the book about. Yeah, if the book name is in a big sentence, then I will see about any keyword is present. If my experiment with truth, the Mahatma Gandhiji autobiography, if I say the word truth, I get the idea that okay, this book is about the like it discussing about the truth, honesty, like that. I will get the idea in rough manner. So skimming will give a glance. Which 19th question, which of the following reading strategies involving asking where, who, like that? When you are going to search for a particular content or particular information, then you are going to use this in scanning. While you are looking for the particular person's phone number, then you have to think, you will ask the first phone number of the person, you will ask the first name of the person, then you will ask the address of the person where he is located, then it will be easy to search. So scanning will help you. In scanning you are use the word WH questions. Yeah. 20th one of the two golden principles of reading is, yeah, if you start any reading the book, you should must finish it, and in giving middle of it, it's won't make a sense, right? So you have to, if anyone start the reading with passion, then they must complete it as and should try as possible to complete it. According to Pablo Neruda, 21, it is what you read when you don't have to that determines what you will become when you can't help it. Yeah, of course the statement is true. It's true statement. It's given by Pablo Neruda, so it's true. A PowerPoint presentation should pack matters with a long paragraphs. It should be avoided false, entertaining, educating, provoking, admonishing. This fourth one is it's wrong. The remaining three are correct. So it's not the objective of the public speaking. So it's a false. It is better not to break human trust because if it's once broken, it cannot be quickly fixed. Of course, yes. Relationships takes long time to build integrity and trust. If you are make any mistake, it's not a mistake. If you make any activity that broke the interest or it broke the trust on you, it will take large time. Even some circumstances, it will not be healed. It's true. Yes, native English speakers such as Americans and British, while making a public speech in English, will never exhibit nervousness. It's no, even though their native language is English, and they may have some fear while giving public speaking. Every human is not unique.